I stand here as a proud Jamaican and a proud member of the Jamaica Labour Party to deliver a very clear and concise message to conference and all Jamaica. As my wife said in 2019, action and beautiful speaking can't run government. Beautiful speaking can't run government. Beautiful speaking and propaganda can't run government. This government has consistently delivered for the people of Jamaica, for the poor and vulnerable, the indigent, the less fortunate, for the elderly and for the overtaxed. We have consistently shown that the Jamaica Labour Party is a party of plans and not propaganda and misinformation. The only focus for me here today is the business of the people of Jamaica. And I can tell you today, the Jamaica Party looks active.
Dirty mind want see me drop dead. Iniquity want see me drop dead. Them not like me not like them. Hope they work left as a children.
Our party has been in government since 2016. And what is undeniable and unchallengeable is that this government is taking less from the people and giving more with no new taxes. Performance over propaganda every time. We reduce GCT, increase the income tax threshold twice, abolish enough taxes that the PNP put on. Again, I say performance over propaganda every time. This government lowered bus fares, increased the customs duty limits by 100% for Jamaicans returning home from overseas travel. Performance over propaganda every time. We are taxing you less. No new taxes on the back of Jamaican people in 9 years. This is unprecedented and has never happened under any previous PNP government. Performance over propaganda every time. We are purchasing more buses than ever before. We did 70 in 2023. We purchased 100 earlier this year. And we have another 100 coming by July next year to ease the burden of the commuters. We have a school bus, rural school bus, for all of these kids and children who are walking miles and miles and miles to get transportation to go to school and come home. I am sure the PM will speak more to that. Not to mention the $500 million that we have spent to buy more fire trucks, fire boats for your safety. We have spent $8 billion to provide more police cars. We have repaired more police stations than any other government in the history of Jamaica. The JLP government has been doing more and more, but we are taxing you less and less. Performance over propaganda and bad mind. Burn bad mind. The Jamaica Labour Party and all Jamaica knows one thing about Daryl Bars. Me no frighten easy.
We no frighten so easy.
Me no frighten easy.
All when you go
But what I can say to you today, the thought of the return of a PNP government make me tremble, because they have no clue as to what to do, and they will overturn all the good that we have done in 2 years maximum. Performance over propaganda every time. Burn out bad mind. Less than 1 year to a general election, and the opposition in the 8 years has not defined one policy. They have not said that we are doing something wrong and they have a better alternative. Because we have the right policies, all they do is propaganda and misinformation. Performance over propaganda. Burn out bad mind every time. The bad mind PNP plans to burn you with more taxes as they did before. And you know what they did to this economy between the 18 years and the 4 years that they served in recent times. Just compare the track record of this government and any PNP government. 8 years of no new taxes. Performance over propaganda. Burn out bad mind.
Run out clever. Save your mama. You're too bad mind. 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 You're too bad.
My ministry has given over 10,000 laptops and devices to thousands of students and teachers in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. Billions of dollars on new road infrastructure, the largest in Jamaica's history, allocated to path. We have also seen the improvement in so many other infrastructure and social services. So, conference and Jamaica watching, the question that we want to ask is very simple. Who is better to continue the work to make the people's lives better? One person, Andrew Michael Holness and his cabinet. I want to ask you a question. The PNP signed the JLP agreement in 2016 before they leave office. And when Berry strike, Berry never asked who is PNP and who is Labour and which roof to blow off. And this minister and this government stand up to JPS and make sure that the people are protected and will forever be protected.
JLP cares for Jamaica. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah.
Yet still them say they love the poor and they love the people. Beautiful speaking can't run government. They have said nothing to you or to Jamaica as to what they would do differently. All they do is tear down Andrew Michael Holness, tear down Darrell Vaz, tear down everybody in Labour Party. But I have one thing to tell them and one thing to tell you. This is a message to my Prime Minister. Take your inspiration and your strength from me, because what they have tried to do to me in politics is unprecedented, and I stand here today stronger than ever.
I'm on a rush them like a big bull. Make me the road to chop them like a run.
I see the chairman, but I want to ask for 2 more minutes. I want to ask my cabinet colleagues to stand. All of my cabinet colleagues to stand. And I want to ask Conference and Jamaica, look at the shadow cabinet and look at this cabinet and tell me which one is more competent to lead Jamaica after 2025. I want to ask my colleague members of parliament, all of them to stand up. Again, I want you to look at the candidates that the PNP are fielding and the existing members of parliament in the House of Parliament and tell me which is better suited to run Jamaica for the next 5 years. As I come down, I could never ever come off without speaking about Portland. I hear all kind of rumors and other things in Portland that them are going to broke the vase. The only vase I see broken in politics is not Anne-Marie Vase and not Daryl Vase. It's Dwayne Vase in a 2020 when we beam a backside in. You know I don't put my mouth around and talk. Everybody know that about Daryl Vase. I have one thing to say to conference to Jamaica and to my Prime Minister and colleagues. Them talk about Vasism and what Vasism mean. Portland is Vaseland. Argument done. I live by 3 phases. Who God bless, no man curse. Bad mind can never prosper. Jamaica, make the right choice. Andrew Holness is the best Prime Minister in the history of Jamaica. And that's why they must fight him with one bad mind. My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you. Shower, shower, shower.